Today, we're going to talk about the holy grail of card collecting in Wonders of the First, completing a rainbow.
Bum bum billy boo, it's the Wonders Historian.
Hello! Greetings, Stone Seekers! Thank you for joining me for a very fun installment of Wonders News, specifically talking about what a complete rainbow is, the holy grail of card collecting when it comes to Wonders of the First. And there's actually an extra element that you can tack onto the rainbow to take it to the next level. But obviously, to talk about that, first of all, you need to know what the rainbow is. So let's go look at some cards.
Obviously, to explain the rainbow to you, I'm going to be using the Techno Historian. What else? So, at the very bottom, we start out with your paper or non-foil version, depending on the terminology you like to use. This is the most basic version with no bells or whistles, but still looking pretty sweet wandering through the desert. So, that's step number one, okay? Step number two is your classic foil. So, we've got the foiling going on. We've got the crazy border that looks kind of like the logo that you see on your Old Spice deodorant. That is the next step up. This is the lowest on the chain of foils. Then we have your formless foil. This is where we start to move into the realm of more desirability. You can see that the artwork extends out all the way to the border. These are rarer, but these are your three most common elements of the full rainbow. After this, it really steps up a notch. So let's make some space for the next step. The next step up from formless foil is your OCM, which, if you didn't know what OCM stands for, is orbital color match. This is obviously a heliosynth card, so the border is going to match the color. If you take a look, it has the same styling as a classic foil, but notice the coloration difference, right? And there is another difference as well. These are serialized. This is a series of 99. So you'll notice that I have 84 out of 99. Now you got to be wondering, how do you go any higher than this? Well, the answer is the most insane holy grail when it comes to collecting Wonders of the First, and that is the stone foil, the one of one. There is literally only one of these in existence. Just a single solitary one has been printed. So this is considered the entire rainbow. When you have these three guys down here, you don't get much of the screen, all right? We got to leave it for the big boys. And then you have an OCM, and you have the actual ultimate one of one, only one of in existence version. Actually, only one in existence is kind of funny because this comes from the existence set. So this is a high level collection sort of style when you want to go full out. And there is one more level to it that you can add on to the rainbow if you like, and we'll talk about that next.
As the tiny little version of me on the screen said, there is an additional element to this, and that is the art proof. So owning one of every printing of a particular card, and I definitely own more than one of each printing of the Techno Historian. Just to let you know, I own over 500 copies of that card. I have the biggest Techno Historian collection in existence, and nobody can compete with mine because I literally own the stone foil one of one, which is amazing, but also I own the art proof. Now, this is something that is essentially unique to Wonders of the First, where you can gain the rights to the card art, which means you can put it on t-shirts, you can put it on sleeves, you can use it in your channel intro, you can use it as your backdrop, you can do virtually anything you want with it, including writing actual lore for the character as well. You get the right to say made with Wonders. Now, the company obviously has the ability to say that your lore isn't canon if you started to make up some nonsense like the Techno Historians riding around on My Little Ponies, you know, that that sort of thing. They're going to go, no, look, we don't have the rights to any of that. You can't do that. But the rainbow plus the art proof is the ultimate level in card collecting, and it's specifically unique to Wonders of the First. So I thought it would be fun to go over all that. And let's be real, it's obviously great for me to get to show off what I've got too, which is additional fun. And speaking of additional fun, guess what? I've got my hands on some boxes of Call of the Stone. So buckle up. We're going to be doing the same thing that we did with the Existence set, where we crack booster packs on a quest to complete a full playset of Call of the Stones. So keep your eyes peeled. Those live streams will be popping up here or there. Make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell on and everything, because with a channel this size, if you don't do that, the likelihood of YouTube telling you it's going down is pretty low. So thanks for coming by and hearing what I have to say. I will see you all, my friends, for the next wonderful video.